Okay, did you get that? We're talking neutral, neutral, neutral. Now, our particular set, as we talked about, is all done monochromatic for a very sort of a contemporary special effect that we wanted. But let's take a look at this fabric swatch, and I'm going to illustrate my point. This is what you build into your room, solids and texturals. All I've got to do is put a couple of pillows in some florals, and I've got Little Victorian, okay? I'll do it in a floral stripe. I have a very European chintz look against that background color, all right? Here with the apples and sort of things, I have sort of a kitschy kitsch kind of look. Add this fabric to it. Look how many fabrics go with this. Do you get my point? A more of a tapestry look. Here I have a slightly European, updated, new country look. Here I have a definite country look, okay? Look how many times I can change this. This stays the same, okay? All right, here you see some solid background colors that are ideal. This is a suede, this is a neutral. Now, just because I'm showing you beige, neutral doesn't mean beige. Every color has a neutral range. We're just talking textural. So, you can then begin layering. In our particular case, we layered in sort of a monochromatic situation using lots of tone on tone on tone. So here you see a harlequin, which goes very nicely with that. Still a really ideal color that can be really used nicely as an all-over upholstery. Then you can begin layering things like animal prints. So remember, your accent fabrics you can change anytime the mood hits you without costing you a ton of money. Everything from floors to pillows to side chairs like this. Even more accent fabrics like that work out just great, you know, and ultimately don't forget about the curtains. Now, here again, we've gone very monochromatic. At this particular stage now, you really have all of your color choices locked in. I would suggest that you organize them on a card, little index card, and carry them in your purse. Here's how you want to organize them. You've got your paint samples here, okay, your wall, your trim, and your ceiling colors. Then you have all of your high-ticket upholstery colors, which are your neutrals and your texturals, and then you have your accents. This becomes your Bible. Once you've worked it out, stick to your guns, okay? Let's go to the color wheel, shall we? First of all, let's say you want to choose a color. Let's say you want to choose green, okay? Now, you will see them lined up all in rows, just like you see them here on the wheel, okay? Let's say you want a good, clear green. Well, take a look at your greens. Your greens really go all the way from here all the way to here, okay? The first thing you want to do is the process of elimination. You want to get rid of all the greens that are being influenced by blue. Why do we know these are being influenced by blue? Because, duh, blue's coming up next. So I'll get rid of all the colors that seem to be being influenced by blue. That would be that one, that one, that one, all these. Okay, bye-bye. Let's go to the other side, and we know that yellow is coming up, so let's get rid of all the greens that have a predominance of yellow in them, because those will not make good background colors. We want a background color that contains as much of all of the colors. So when you look at that green, the green doesn't look too blue, too yellow, too red, okay? If you look at this very closely, you can still see a lot of blue, blue, blue. You can still see a little bit of yellow in those two. When you get rid of all of those, and you look at it, if you were to count all of the greens together, you'll find that the color strip that you need that will probably be the best accent color for you is the one right in the middle. Hello! It's really as easy as that. So, one of the best things that you can do is organize your colors. Here you see I've got my colors organized. Once you've chosen your colors, cut them out or go to the store, get samples. Always take 2 trips to the store. One trip is to go and grab all your colors. The second trip is to bring them all home. The second trip is to buy color. The first one, you bring them all home, okay? Bring them all home. Look at them for a while. Move them around the dining room table. And you'll find that you'll come back to 3 colors. I guarantee you'll come back to 3 colors. And those are the colors you're going to want, okay?